All right, guys, welcome to another follow along. This time we're going to be focusing on our hamstrings. And we're going to start by warming up. I kind of like to march in place for this just to get the blood flowing, move these hips around, just get some fluid going in there. And then we're going to start with our elephant walk. So find a nice stance that's about hip width apart, or shoulders if you want to be a little bit wider. All you're going to do is hinge from your hips. And what that means is you're not going to round your back and reach down. You're going to keep your back perfectly flat and your knees straight till you feel a stretch in your hamstrings. And you might even feel a tingle in the back of your legs. Once you get to that position, whether it be all the way up here or way down here if you're advanced, once you get to that position, you're going to hold it, hands on your hips, bend one knee, and go straight to the other knee. And we're going to do this 30 times. Here we go. 2, 3, breathing deeply. And 7, keep going. 8, 9, 10, breathing deeply. Don't let the stretch dissipate. Sink down into that stretch as you keep going. And 20, we got 10 more left. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift yourself up. Shake those legs out. Take a moment to just test your hamstring range of motion. Reach down as far as you can go. You might be surprised that even just after those elephant walks, you'll be able to go a little bit deeper. So now we're going to move on to something called an RDL. It stands for Romanian deadlift, but we're not going to use any weight. We're just going to use our body. And we're only going to do it on one leg at a time, focusing on the stretch. So keep one leg straight, and you're never going to bend this knee in the exercise. You're going to kickstand your toes on the other side, just like so. Hands on your hips, just like the elephant walk. Here we go. Hinge from your hips. You're going to stick your butt all the way out behind you, and you're going to drive your heel down to lift yourself back up. That's 1, and we're going to go do 10. Here we go. Keep going. And 2. And 3. Exhale. 4. Inhale down. 5. Keep that going. 3 more. 1. And 10. Shake those legs out. We're going to do our other side. Go ahead and keep that leg straight. Kickstand to the other leg. Hands on the hips. 10 reps. Here we go. Breathing deeply. Exhale up. And 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. We got 4 more. 7. 8. And 9. Last one. And 10. Shake out those legs. Walk it off for a second. Let those legs relax. Now we're going to move on to the meat and potatoes of our hamstring workout. We just did the warm-up. We're done. We're all warmed up. You should feel pretty loosey-goosey. And now we're going to get down to the actual stretches. We're going to do an active stretch and a passive stretch, and we're going to do it for multiple sets. So we're going to do it twice. So once you're down toward the floor, you're going to get to a lunging position, almost as if you're going to do a hip flexor stretch, but you're going to stay in this lunge position for a second. Bring your hands down to the ground, and you're going to sink your hips back, go under your heel, straighten out that leg, lean forward. Now here's where it becomes an active stretch. Lift your hands and reach out in front of you and hold right here. Drive the heel down 30 seconds. Here we go. Breathing deeply. About halfway through. Keep breathing. Keep pushing the heel down. Feel the hamstring flexing as you push the heel down. And come on out of that stretch. We're going to go directly to the other side. Get set up almost in your lunge-like position. Sink the hips back. Toes up. Straighten the knee. Hinge forward. Hands out in front of you. Drive the heel down 30 seconds. Breathing deeply. When you push the heel down, that hamstring muscle should be activating. It should be flexing. Breathing deeply. It should be very intense. And come on out of that stretch. Oh, take a moment just to relax. Sit down all the way down on the floor, however you're comfortable. I just realized I have my phone in my pocket, so that needs to get out of the way. Now, we're going to do a single leg hamstring stretch on each side, but this one's going to be passive. So start with whatever leg you're comfortable with. Just bring it out in front of you. And you're going to reach forward as far as you can. Grab whatever you can, whether that be your toes, your heels, your ankle, your shin, your knee. Grab it, and you're going to pull yourself forward. Hold for 30 seconds. Think head toward your toes rather than body downward. Head toward your toes. Focus on that breath. Pulling yourself deep into that stretch. If you can possibly go deeper as the time goes on, do it. And come on out of that stretch. We're going to switch directly to the other side. Bend the other leg. Grab whatever you can. Same story. Keep the knee straight. Pull yourself down. Hold for 30 seconds. Again, I'll remind you, think about head toward the toe rather than body down toward the floor. Head toward the toe. Like the top of your head is going to touch your toes. Make sure that knee is straight. Although I should clarify, if you hyperextend, please don't hyperextend. Come on out of that stretch. Put both of your legs in front of you. Shake them out. Now we're going to go back to that active stretch, and we're going to do another set of that, and then we'll do another set of these passive stretches again, and then we have one more exercise after that. So, here we go. Go back to your lunging position. Sink the hips back. Toes up. Sit back toward your heel. Lean forward, hands up. Drive the heel down 30 seconds. You should literally feel your hamstring flexing. If you don't, keep pushing the heel down. Activate. Push down, down, down. Breathing deeply as you go. Sometimes active stretches feel like an eternity, even though it is just 30 seconds we're going for. Just try and persevere, even if you have to ease up the stretch a little bit. Listen to your body. Come on out of that stretch. Now we're going to go back to that first side. Again, start in that lunging position. Sink the hips back. Toes up. Knees straight. Don't hyperextend. Push the heel down 30 seconds. Breathing deeply. It's very common for one side to be tighter than the other. For me, it's my left side. Although what's funny about it is I think my left side has a greater range of motion, but it's always a little bit tighter. These active stretches really, really help with that stiffness. And they also make you stronger. Almost done. Breathing deeply. And come on out of that stretch. And sit back down. Lean back for a second. Shake out those legs. Make sure you're nice and relaxed. And now we're going to go back to that passive stretch. Bend one knee. Grab whatever you can, and we're going to go straight to it. Keep the knee straight. Pull yourself 30 seconds. Here we go. Try and challenge yourself a little bit. Do not go to pain, but pull yourself a little bit deeper in if you can. Keep that knee straight and keep pulling yourself toward your toes. And come on out of that stretch. We're going to go to the other side. Bend the knee. Grab whatever you can. Same thing. Pull yourself toward your toes. Knee straight. Relax. Holding 30 seconds. Keep the knee straight. Breathing deeply. And come on out of that stretch. One more time, shake those legs out. We have one more stretch we're going to do, and it's going to be the basic hamstring stretch from a standing position. However, if you have a hard time bending over or going upside down, like if you're on blood pressure medication, I would suggest sitting down when you try it. But here we go. If you're able, go to a standing position, and you're just going to reach down toward your toes. You're going to test your range of motion, but we're going to hold it for a full 30 seconds. So here we go. Take a big inhale as you're standing up. Inhale. Exhale, sink down. Grab whatever you can. Pull yourself down, holding 30 seconds. Breathing deeply. If you can put your palms on the ground or even the tips of your fingers, do that. Or if you can touch the tops of your laces, you could do that too. Just find that deep range of motion. Make sure your knees are straight. Breathing deeply. And bend those knees. Lift yourself all the way up. Shake those legs out. There you go. Walk it off for a couple seconds. And that is it for the hamstrings. If you want the best results, I recommend doing this 2 to 3 times a week. But if you want some more intense programs or an app that you can follow, I have a link in the description. Go to ganbaru.com. So, stay flexy, guys.